Alright, we need to go speak to Delores, so let's go ahead and head over there. Let's travel. Go.
Delores Lightbody?
Yes, indeedy.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into the death of Carl Linsky.
Oh, well, do come in.
Thank you.
You are very, very welcome. Well, this is certainly exciting. A real live PI. I love detective novels, you know.
Is that right?
I guess I've always had a certain fascination with private dicks.
Well, okay, so this is how we're starting it out. All right. Let's get back on track.
I think maybe we ought to just stick to business for now.
Yes, I am still in mourning. Technically. Perhaps in a week or two.
Well, enough about me. What do you say we talk about Carl?
What if I refuse to cooperate? Will you interrogate me under a bare bulb?
Why are you so horny? I don't know what any of these options mean. What do these options mean? um, I, um, I, eh.
Well, maybe later, if you played your cards right. Right now, we need to get back to Carl.
Well, all right. Where to begin? Where to begin? It was about 3 months, 11 days ago on a foggy night when Carl and I first met. Naturally, it was love at first sight.
Naturally, yeah.
Interesting. Had you and Carl been drinking heavily that night?
Actually, Carl came to have me draw up his will. That's what I do for a living.
Oh, okay. And I have an itchy ear. So he came to have his will made, and she's like, you know what? How about you give me all your money? Oops, did not mean to hit that up there. uh, let's do the middle one.
Well, be a sweetie and tell me who's mentioned in the will.
Just for you. The primary beneficiary was that trollop Sylvia. You know, just between us, I believe Sylvia may have driven Carl to his death.
Why? Let's get the skinny on her.
Do you think Sylvia's capable of it?
Surely you don't mean murder?
I'm not gonna speculate.
Well, that's what I've been hired to find out. Now, I've got a few more questions for you, if you don't mind.
Well, I'd do anything to help. I think you know that.
Wow. Okay. We've got so much cheese. Oh, I thought that said cheese. Ask her about the cheese. We've got so much to ask. All right, well let's start from the top.
I loved Carl desperately. We were very happy together. I can't for the life of me imagine why he did what he did.
All I know is the recollection of how she is from the first game to this one, very different things. The description of the first game was very well, it's my buddy's favorite line in the game where it wasn't nice, but she was described as she had the face of a Saint Bernard. And this one's a little bit. He's recollecting a little bit differently in this one. I mean, she's more horny in this one.
I'm afraid Carl's estate consisted of his home and his speeder and not much more. I'm afraid Carl wasn't very good with money. He stipulated in his will that everything be divided between his daughter Sylvia and the North Hill Clinic. Of course, the real money that trollop Sylvia will get will be from his life insurance policy.
How much? Oh, wow. We've got more things to talk about. Well, how much was his life? If I remember right, it was like 1 million. Let's see.
That was Carl's way of making amends to Sylvia. And I'm sure it's the only reason Sylvia has you investigating her father's death.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me how much it was worth.
Carl worked there for years. It's a very exclusive medical facility, you know. I've been in touch with the director, Arnold Sternwood.
Why are you talking to him?
He's an extremely attractive man, but also very busy. If you'd like to see him, I can try to arrange an appointment with him. I'll call you and let you know. Then you'll have to owe me a favor.
Ah! No! Don't do that ever again. Down! Down! Spray bottle! Alright, do you know who Blaine Werner is?
I'm unfamiliar with that name.
Oh, we can't, like, bribe or punch in the face this time, or get kicked in the crotch or thrown out. Well, tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, I'm still in shock, as you must imagine. It'll be weeks, maybe months before I'm able to love again.
Yeah, I can tell. What do you know about chess?
I don't play very well myself, but Carl did. He said that life itself is a chess match.
You know, that's wise. Okay, what about dominoes?
Carl loved to play games. Many a romantic evening we'd while away the hours playing dominoes or backgammon. Carl also loved to play chess.
Okay, that doesn't tell me anything about anything. Wow, we've got. Oh, wait. Why wasn't the note something that we could have picked earlier?
Carl received regular packages from them. Vitamin supplements, I suppose. Carl was very health conscious. He often said he wanted to live forever.
Yeah, don't we all?
I can't really help you there.
You'd think you'd be interested about that.
Carl's wife left soon after Sylvia was born. Oh, Carl did the best that he could, but he never felt that he'd done a very good job raising Sylvia. And she never appreciated her father. She left home when she was very young and went into some unsavory kind of work, escorting or something like that. Carl's heart was nearly broken. They hadn't been close in years.
I'm sure I probably mentioned this in one of the 2 episodes that I did like 3 months ago or whatever, for however long it was. Why is there no music in this part? It's very it's very disconcerting.
It's too soon, Tex. Allow me to grieve first, and then we'll see what grows between us.
Don't do a face thing. Ew, don't look at me like that. Ew. Stop it. Alright, here's the letter.
This note is clearly a forgery. I will not dignify it with a response.
Okay, sorry. I was just checking. Alright, we're done here. End conversation.
So that was my introduction to Dolores Lightbody.
Oh, the way she talked about Carl, it sounds like she was living in denial.
Actually, it was Sausalito. But she did have a way of looking at things through steamed-up glasses. And she also had some valid concerns about my client, which I brought up with Sylvia later that day.
I did. I don't. Did we miss something at his house? Do we go back here?
Here are the things from the police. There wasn't much. His wallet, a set of keys, 2 go to the house, 1 to the speeder. The other 2, I don't know what they go to. They also gave me a copy of the suicide note.
I'll check them out. I've got a few things I need to run by you. I went out and I talked with Delores Lightbody today. Apparently you two aren't exactly soul sisters.
She is hideous. I don't know what kind of black magic she used on my father, but I can't think of any other explanation.
Delores told me about the will. Apparently you're the beneficiary.
Why are you treating me like I'm a suspect? For your information, if I sold the house and the speeder and added it to the cash, I might be able to pay off my father's debt. I'm not going to benefit from this will.
Except, of course, the $1 million life insurance policy.
I'm not going to get a cent of that. I'm surprised you're even asking me about that. You know, life insurance policies don't pay off in cases of suicide.
And that's why you retain my services.
Well, you can think that if you want. But I don't have to stick around here and be insulted by the hired help.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah, I violated PI Rule 17. Never upset a client. She was right. I was the hired help, so I went back to work. The manila envelope Sylvia had given me turned out to have some pretty useful items in it.
I didn't like the little skip it did. It's very unprofessional of you, game. And it looks like I have a crappy computer. Okay, where's the items? Alright, manila folder. Open up. Cool. So we have a copy of the suicide note. Here we go.
Pain is unbearable. Bluesky really wrote this. I'd like to find out exactly what he's referring to.
Okay, we looked at that. We have... What's in the wallet? Woohoo! Look at this. Oh! Oh! He was born in 77, and it expires in 47, so that'd be 70 years old. Alright. So that... Oh, that was it. There was nothing else to that. Okay. So we have a key. And another key. Which, we know where the keys are going to go. So why don't we just head up to Mr. Attic again. And go over here. I can run. Ha ha ha. I can go fast if I use the shift key. Alright, so one of... Oh, where's the other key go? That's a good question. I have 2 keys. For some reason, I thought there were 2 things I needed to unlock. Anyway, so let's go ahead and use... I think this key is going to be this one. I was right! And what do we have? We have a rock forward.
Well, what do we have here? Appears to be a rental agreement.
Let's take a look at it.
From the looks of this, Bluesky had a secret special place that he didn't want anyone to know about.
That's right. He had 2 places. Now I'm remembering. Alright, so that's going to probably be our next place to go. Now, can I open all of these? I can. So it's time to see if there's anything interesting in any of them. Probably won't be. Nope. Junk. It's the same looking junk as well. It's not different looking junk. Alright, so we have the coordinates to a different place. Can we go there? Carl Linsky's warehouse. So what I should probably save it here. Actually, just in case, because if I remember right, I don't know if this is going to have the same thing from the first game. There were like the alarms would be going off, and if you didn't turn off the alarm in like 5 minutes, it would it would get a game over. You would die. So, checking out Linsky's. Just did it again. Linsky's other place. Save it. And then we will head there and see what we can find.
Linsky's secret workshop was out by the spaceport in an old warehouse. The key from the manila envelope fit the lock and I stepped inside.
Was anyone there?
No, and I doubt anyone had been there since Linsky. The place didn't appear to have been searched, judging by all the interesting things I found.
Oh, well. At least we know we're not going to die. Or are we? Is there an alarm going on? It's the alarm, and then there's... I don't know if we're still going to have one where, like, there was a robot, and then... Like, I thought I heard something. There was, like, or then an evil, like, monster thing. He has a cot.
This cot is clearly inferior to the one I have. Must be hell to sleep on. And no wonder Linsky killed himself.
Wow. Cool, man. We've got stuff on... We have Jane.
Corkboard covered with drivel.
Why can I take it? Oh!
A curious place to hide a note.
Well, that was interesting. It's a move thing as well. Note to self, don't eat the pecan pie we call Grover. Come here.
Corkboard covered with drivel.
Alright, so none of that matters. What matters is this. Nope. Come back. This.
Linsky didn't strike me as the sort of guy who'd use random profanity, no matter how mild. This may be a message or a code.
Hip sob. Good to know. We're going to need to know what hip sob is. It's going to be great. Anything in the trash. Oh, there's something in the trash.
Nothing in here.
But it's nothing. Also, speeders are just ringing by.
The letter looks like it could be interesting.
Alright, well, let's take a look at the letter.
Well, this letter was written almost a year ago, and I'm guessing Linsky wasn't too happy to get it.
And
If I can track down this Wanda Peck, maybe she can explain the context of the letter.
we have to find Wanda Peck. This letter is to inform you that we are dropping the investigation. In accordance with our agreement, the plaintiffs have decided to not press charges so long as you agree to stay out of practice indefinitely. We appreciate your cooperation in this matter. Okay, so we have to find out who or where, or both, Wanda Peck is. And do I need this? First aid kit.
First aid kit.
There's a heal aid.
Heal aid. Nothing makes a boo-boo feel better.
Now, is it something we just look at, or are we going to be using it? What is that? I know. What is that? Is the pass card pieces? Man, we got to put together a pass card. That's going to be a puzzle, and we have to be really fast at it. All right, let's save it again real quick. I've got to be fast at the puzzle to get all the points. The points. We need all the points. Can I delete that right there? Can I delete that? And then just click this one? Because can I just save over this one? Oh. No. So I have to put 005. Because that's the one I'm going to... Pass card... Points. Because we need all the points. So we'll save. Yes. We will overwrite 5. Alright. Let's do this thing.
These cut-up pieces resemble a rectangular security card, but it looks like a piece is missing. I'm assuming Linsky did that on purpose.
Oh, no points for me right now then. Fair enough. We have to look in here anyway.
A good sturdy file cabinet.
It is good and it is sturdy and it is a file cabinet. I can't see in there. Now I can. There's nothing.
Handwritten fax. Methinks I smell a lead.
Maybe. Facts. There we go.
Well, this fax raises a few questions. First, who's SF? Second, was he working for Linsky? And third, what was he doing? Sounds like he just might have been canceling some people's subscriptions to Life.
The first 2 on the list are dead. I have a lead on number 3. We'll contact later. Sigmund Freud was helping him out, it seems.
Printout with a few notes added in Linsky's handwriting.
The audio balancing is so bad.
I'm willing to bet this project of Linsky's figures prominently into the case. Not to mention whoever this Overlord character is.
You have been issued a specially designed computer, a passcard, and passcard reader. For the duration of the project, these are to be guarded carefully, as they are the only means of transmitting data to the central computer. A password is sent separately and scrambled to minimize the risk of unauthorized access. To reiterate, blah 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 blah. Where are the other 7 working? Who? Okay. Right. We still need to do the passcard thing. And so we can't do anything with this right now then. So then we need to... Okay, yeah. Hello.
Newspaper clipping.
We'll take it and look at it. Accidental poisoning blamed in woman's death. Today, police coordinate Bash Daggett released details concerning the death of C. Rona Morgan. Miss Morgan, a former employee of Gideon Enterprises and current CEO of M&T Consulting, died 5 days ago under mysterious circumstances, which are being investigated by local police. The coroner's findings, however, seem to discount foul play. All evidence points to a tragic, though simple, case of accidental poisoning. That the ingestion was for... There's so much space between those. I don't know. Alright.
Direct deposit slips. I personally haven't seen any of these for quite a while.
Well, I guess we're going to look at them.
I need to find out who was paying Linsky's tab.
$20,000 credited to the account. $20,000, $20,000. And that was every week. So if someone was being paid, he was being paid $20,000 a week. Wow. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of scratch. This still doesn't help me find anything else. We can't use the computer, probably. But we'll find out. I'm going to look around a bit. But we will look around more next time. There's a box. There's a ladder. I'm sure I can climb it. But we'll find out then. But we're making progress, which I am glad we are. So till then, you all take care. And of course, have a good one.